Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. And once again, the Supreme Court is on spot as civil groups unearth what happened during the presidential election petition. I want to tell you here that I will never tire delivering these messages to you because you advise me not to leave anything regarding servers. So we have latest news from AFRICOG, and AFRICOG has delivered one of the much awaited statements regarding what they believe was a shoddy job that was done by the Supreme Court. That is according to AFRICOG, the African Center for Open Governance. So in a statement that was seen in the standard media, the civil groups have put the Supreme Court on the spot for relying on an incomplete report for opening of election servers during the presidential election petition in August last year. The Africa Center for Open Governance and Kenyans for Peace with Truth and Justice in their report claimed that IEBC servers were not fully opened and that a scrutiny report by the Supreme Court registrar was inconclusive. They said the extensive non-compliance by IEBC to open the servers meant it was impossible to determine whether technology it deployed for the conduct of the general election met the standards of integrity, verifiability, security, and transparency. They as well asserted that the Commission lacked important documents such as password matrix, system users, and level of access made it impossible to fully scrutinize the IEBC servers as was ordered by the Supreme Court on August 30th. So this is a very important statement there. They say that password matrix, the document for password matrix was not submitted. I want to describe to you what that means. I think this was to give the information of who are the legal users allowed to log in to that IEBC system. So that password matrix detailed those who are supposed to log in. Actually, the user register is a form of a user register with the passwords. So that was never submitted. So this statement from AFRICOG is exposing a lot. And I want us to go through the detailed statement from AFRICOG and Kenyans for Peace with Truth and Justice. So before we get further into those statements, I'd like to kindly encourage you to take 1 second, go to the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel, and let's make this channel grow. Let's make this happen. We are on a road to 30,000 subscribers by end of next month. So for those people who subscribed before, I want to tell you here that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without your support, this channel cannot grow. So let's get into this analysis. AFRICOG talked about password matrix, talked about system users, and level of access mode. That shows us who is supposed to log in, what is to be used as the password, and which level. Will you log in as a normal user? Maybe someone doing registration. You log in as a super admin. You're logging in as an accountant, or as what? That's what we talk about, the access, level of access. You see, they went further to say that on the information and access provided, it was impossible to determine whether the technology deployed by IEBC met the standards of integrity, transparency to guarantee accurate results. I think this is what the first thing that during the ruling of the Supreme Court, CJ, the president of the Supreme Court, Martha Koome, if you listened to the rulings, the first item was about the technology deployed. And she talked about the technology deployed being one that met the standards recommended by IEBC. But she never talked about this part that the AFRICOG has told us, because she did not go into depth of whether the password matrix, the user register, whether those documents were supplied to tell you whether CAMARGO was allowed to access and how frequently accessed and the level of access. So those details were never supplied. So the report that AFRICOG released was dubbed disobeying orders, where the scrutiny of electoral technology revealed that the Supreme Court's judges relied on incomplete information for opening IEBC servers during the presidential election petition. This is correct, because first of all, I think you remember the response that SMARTMATEC gave. They said that allowing audit ambao Azimio wanataka will be an infringement to their corporate act. You know, such was an explanation that they gave. And it was not something that we didn't expect. Of course, it was expected, but it was also expected that if they allowed that audit that was requested, the extensive audit, then probably some information could have come out. But because they didn't disallowed it, it was not easy to now know what could have happened. So AFRICOG are bringing this debate back that what Malala said, what Gachagua said about server ilishafunguliwa na Supreme Court ikaamua. What they said, I think AFRICOG negates or is going against that statement. AFRICOG does not agree with what Malala and Gachagua said. And they are saying and maintaining that Martha Koome did not allow extensive audit to be done. And as a result, according to AFRICOG, they are saying that the verdict which was given that the technology met the standards was not the right one. That's also according to what AFRICOG and Kenyans for Peace and Truth and Justice said, KPTJ. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of this statement from AFRICOG? Is it a case of too little too late? Ama AFRICOG wametoa ile statement ambao watu wengi walikuwa wanataka wasikie? Because AFRICOG is basically telling Gachagua kwamba what you're saying is not true. That the true position is that the Supreme Court never conducted any meaningful server audit, and that the registrar also did not supply information ambao ingesaidia Supreme Court na good decision making. So those are some of the things that AFRICOG has highlighted as weaknesses za ile verdict ambayo ilitolewa. To those people who have not subscribed to this channel, I'd like to encourage you to please just take 1 second and subscribe to this channel. Give this video a like and don't forget to hit the notification. And to those who have supported this channel before by either subscribing, liking, or sharing our videos, I want to tell you here that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without you, this channel cannot grow. So until you catch up again, please stay safe and stay blessed.